such a positive first half. How do you explain how that turned into what I believe is Rangers' heaviest defeat in Europe?
Well, it's very hard to explain at the moment, to process. I'm still processing the game, especially the second half. As you said, we started the game really well. First half, played really well. We knew the strength of Liverpool, of course, with their pressing, and I think we played well over their press with balls behind their defense, playing from the second ball, and continue our attack from those moments. I think we scored a goal also in a great moment, in a transition moment, and then I think started already how we gave the corner away. We knew that if you play short passes after short passes, they will press you, and when you lose, they will be very dangerous. Well, I think that was the first moment we did that, conceded the corner kick and got the goal against. And especially in the second half, I think after the 3-1, 2-1, you could see we were, instead of playing the ball and play for the second ball, we played too short too many times. I think there are 4 moments, transition moments, where we lost the ball and they punished us really quick with the attack they have. So that's, for me, in the last 25 minutes, we were not in the game. You know, not with our heads, not with the decisions we make. And you know, against a team like Liverpool, putting 3 players up in those moments with Thiago, Jota, and Salah, and you're not in the game, you get punished, and we had that the second half.
I heard some fans the same fans who were euphoric, obviously, in that first half, say that the players threw in the towel. Did you accept that notion, or do you?
Well, I mean, it's this first half and the last half an hour was night and day. Comparison how we played, and that difference in level, that's too much in Champions League. The first hour we were there, then we can make any opponent difficult at Ibrox, but the way we played the last 25 minutes, yeah, you will lose against any team we play here.
How do you explain?
I cannot explain. I said before, I have to process this. I cannot explain at the moment.
Giovanni, you've got a big game coming up on Sunday. This is the kind of result that can really derail confidence. How do you pick the players back up to go to that away match at Fir Park on Sunday?
Well, we have 3 days to do so. It's obviously at the moment still the emotions from today, which also what we need to feel. Because the performance we had, the overall performance, the result is not the way we want to represent this club. So that's no excuses for this performance today from no one, and we need to process that and work towards Sunday.
Giovanni, very difficult evening. We spoke previously about confidence and things, but we have seen this team already 2 or 3 times this season in really difficult moments regress massively on the field. No leadership, no presence, and that happens, what happens tonight. How do you solve that? And do you accept the criticism that's going to come from that for not only you but the players as well?
Of course we need to accept the criticism. It's part of your part of my job, part of the player's job too, when you perform like this. And then I don't mean the whole 90 minutes, but the last 25 minutes you will get criticism, and we have to take it on the chin, and that's what we have to do. As you said before, I said the difference in the way we played, the level we reached in the game, the difference is too big. The difference cannot be so big.
Does it concern you that this is repeating itself, the manner of weakness in the team? We've had 2 4-0 defeats already this season, then this one tonight.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
How do you solve it?
Well, we need to solve it. We need to find a way to make sure that those moments within games will not happen again. As you said, we had couple of big defeats already this season. and that's not what we want. And that's also we need to work on in the future, because again in the league it's important games. There are a lot of big games still coming until the break. So we need to improve our performance and keep our level, keep our focus for the 90 minutes. Because if you lose focus, as I said before, against any team, but especially teams with the quality Liverpool has, you will get punished just as quickly as you saw today.
What did you say to the players after that result? What did you say to them in the changing room? How do you make sure that there isn't any scarring from a result that is as significant as that one?
Well, it's some moments I think silence is appropriate, and there the whole locker room was quiet, because everyone feels the big loss we had today, and sometimes when the emotions are very high, it's better not to speak and process the game and pick it up tomorrow.
Do Stephen, we'll do Martin, and we'll do Jordan.
Giovanni, the loss of Connor Goldson seemed to affect you quite badly. How is he and how is Ryan Jack?
Well, both weren't good, because they couldn't continue. For Connor, he felt something in his muscle, so we have to wait and see what exactly the injury is. But I think he will be out, and the same for Ryan. So we have to wait tomorrow and assess their injuries and how long it's going to be when they're back.
Giovanni, the scoreline's obviously sensational, but maybe the nature of what happened in the second half is the real storyline. 5 goals conceded in 20 minutes, and it's happened in the Champions League, and it's happened a couple of times at Parkhead. These cluster goals where the heads go down. Is your squad mentally strong enough to deal with the rest of the season to win the title?
Well, I think we have to change our mentality, that's for sure, because we can be very strong, as we showed today, but when we are not there mentally, then our levels drop really, really quick, and we also perform way less than we should do, and that's something we need to avoid for the future in this this competition, but also in the league. It's definitely a thing we have to improve if we were to be successful this season.
Giovanni, the 3 substitutes you've got on for your attacking players, I think them all warming up just before the third goal went in. You still put them on after that. Is it, in hindsight, is there an argument that, looking back, you could have maybe condensed the team to try and...
Yeah, they were already ready to go on the pitch with 3-1, because we need to have something out of the game. And then, we're playing with 3 strikers. Of course, you are technically very strong, but they can defend as well. It's not that they're defenders and only attack, and that's what cost us the transition moment we had as a team. Not only the strikers, but you defend as a unit. You see many times, and I see many games. Also, Liverpool played, and at moments the opponent is defending with almost the whole team. We could see that against Arsenal on the weekend. Those moments against these teams, you have to defend with everyone. So it doesn't mean you put 3 strikers if you cannot defend as a unit. But of course, we were looking with this, with the substitution with 3-1 to find, we can have some freshness up front, with the runs we had. And as I said before, the runs behind the defense was so important for our game today. And we did that only for 60 minutes.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.